Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Man believed to be of unsound mind shot in Portland, Indicom investigating. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the shooting of a man believed to be of an unsound mind early Monday morning in Portland. Details of the shooting are sketchy, as it is uncertain if the man was shot by a licensed firearm holder whose house he attacked with stone and the police who were also attacked with stones while responding to the incident. Deputy Superintendent Julius Francis of the Port Antonio Police told reporters that the police received a report shortly after 2 a.m. about a man pelting stone at a house occupied by residents who is also a licensed firearm holder. According to Francis, when the police arrived at the location, they too came under attack from the man believed to be of an unsound mind who pelted stone at them, damaging a Mitsubishi pickup service vehicle. The windscreen was damaged and the passenger side of the glass window on the service vehicle was shattered during the stone throwing incident, stated Francis. According to Francis, the police, in defending themselves, reportedly discharged their firearm, likewise did the licensed firearm holder, resulting in a single shot hitting the man in the shoulder. The wounded man was rushed to hospital, where he has been admitted under police guard. It is still uncertain as to whether it was the police or the licensed firearm holder who fired the shot that hit the man. However, according to Francis, investigations are currently ongoing. A team from Indicom was present at the scene collecting statements from the police while speaking to residents about the incident. Westmoreland taxi drivers stage protests demand full road rehabilitation. In a show of frustration, taxi drivers in Westmoreland staged a protest on Monday, blocking the $7 Mart to Grange Hill Road and demanded a complete overhaul of the road instead of the usually patchwork repairs. These disgruntled cabbies used fallen trees and old appliances to barricade the road, making their message loud and clear. One taxi operator who identified himself as Scholars told reporters that he is tired of the unfaithful promises. After all these years, we are hearing all these promises, faithful promises we always hear. We're going to fix the road, but all we get is patches. It just come in like a drop in the bucket, he argued. He and other cabbies are adamant that they need the road to be fixed immediately. We need the road fixed now, and Mr. George Wright and Mr. Merlin Wilson all know we still not see none of he stated. He and other cabbies said that they have been out as early as 4:30 a.m. and will continue to protest until they see changes. We're out from morning and we don't hear nothing all now, and we're still going out tomorrow morning and again until we hear something. The road is a terrible thing. It is in a terrible condition, shared Scholars, who has been a taxi operator for 17 years. Funds have been allocated to carry out repairs on the toll gate to Grange Hill and Grange Hill to Glasgow Roads in western Westmoreland. Member of Parliament for the era Merlin Wilson made the disclosure as he opened the 2022-2023 State of Constituency debate in the House of Representatives on September 13 of last year. President of the Petersfield Taxi Association, Patrick Forrester, who was present at the protest, told reporters that the cabbies have been patient for far too long. They have been crying out for many years now, and they have been very patient. The condition of the road is deplorable, and as a result of that, have been facing expenses and more expenses. The roads need to be fixed now, Forrester explained. Despite the efforts of the police and fire brigade to clear the road, the blockages resurface once they depart, highlighting the urgency of the cabbies' plea. Saint Anne man killed in suspected hit and run. Police are investigating the death of a man who was killed in a suspected hit and run along the Ocherest bypass in St. Anne on Sunday. Dead is 47-year-old Richard Anderson, who is of a St. Anne address. Reports from the Ocherest police are that about 6:40 p.m., Anderson was standing along the roadway when a motor vehicle hit him and allegedly sped off. The police were alerted on their arrival. Anderson was seen lying down in a pool of blood. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Authorities are urging the driver of the motor vehicle involved in the incident to turn himself into the nearest police station immediately. St. Thomas man accused of stabbing ex-girlfriend. A man has been arrested and charged for allegedly breaking into his ex-girlfriend's home in St. Thomas and stabbing and injuring her. 48-year-old Jonah Edwards, a laborer of Trinityville, St. Thomas, has been charged with burglary and unlawful wounding. The Marks Bay police say about 5:18 a.m., Edwards first opened a window to gain entry to the complainant's home in Red Hills housing scheme Morant Bay. When the complainant realized that there was somebody inside her home, she ran from the house. However, she was reportedly chased by Edwards, who caught her and used a knife to stab her several times. A report was made to the police, and it was later confirmed that Edwards and the complainant had recently ended a romantic relationship. Edwards was arrested and charged after a question and answer session. 36 Haitians returned home 2 days after arrival in Jamaica. The Jamaican government returned 36 Haitians to their homeland early Monday morning, just 2 days after they arrived by boat. The Haitians, comprising 18 men, 7 women, and 11 children, including 4 babies, landed at the Long Bay in the northeastern Jamaica parish of Portland just after 6 a.m. Saturday morning. The Portland police told reporters shortly after their arrival that representatives of the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency PICO and the interpreter would be arriving shortly after to process them. Then came news on Monday morning that the Haitians have been safely returned to their homeland. The Ministry of National Security, in a statement to the media, said following the completion of its immigration checks and security vetting, the group was denied entry. From the vetting process, it was found that there were members who had been previously removed from Jamaica for breaches of entry, the ministry added. On July 10, another group of Haitians, 37 in number, arrived in Jamaica and with support from various interest groups were assisted to apply for asylum. Those applications are currently being reviewed. Long wait time of up to 2 hours or more for buses operated by JUTC is a thing of the past, stated Darrell Valls.
There are buses waiting, and the 2.5 to 3 hour wait is a thing of the past. There's another one just pulling up now. You can see again. So it's not one bus, it's several buses going different routes that are waiting for passengers, and that's an EV bus, or that is the test EV bus. You have no waiting in the area for persons who are seeking buses. That would show me that the people are being moved in a timely manner based on the availability of buses. So the fact is that this is what speaks to what the situation is. Not perception or not what people want to say. This is the reality, and this is very impressive. You have buses that are actually parked, waiting to take up passengers, which was not the situation a few months ago. One commuter told me this morning, Minister, the 50 bus come like 100 bus. The difference it has made, and that is only the beginning. And thankfully, because of an initiative by JUTC, this morning we were able to hand out vouchers to all of those students for $1,200, which is pretty much the bus fare that will help them to offset the cost of back to school. It's a great morning. I have more work to do this morning. I'm going to look at some possible locations or alternate locations to make around the transport center in the halfway tree area more conducive and more efficient. And of course, the aim is obviously to get to a state-of-the-art transport system, which all developing countries need if we are truly to be prosperous.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification